Call halal YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. All praises to the Most High. Shalom, sisters. All praises that the Most High put in my spirit to make this video about comfort during affliction. And Lord willing, this can help a sister out and be edification, you know, for my sisters through the spirit. So I just wanted to talk about finding comfort, you know, during our time of troubles and, you know, things like that. So first I wanted to, you know, just read the definition of what comfort is. And comfort is the state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint. And then the second definition they have is the easing or alleviation of a person's feeling of grief or distress. So, you know, sometimes during this walk, we go through trials and tribulations, of course, to refine us, to prove us, to, you know, show us, you know, what we're truly made of, you know. And sometimes it can get overwhelming, you know. Everybody have times where they feel a little bit overwhelmed, under pressure, or even just like, listen, I am, you know, beat, okay? I am beat. I am on my last limb, but, you know, we can't give up. We got to keep enduring until the end, striving to endure until the end. And we got to remember that we could do all things through YAHAWASHI, who strengthens us, you know. Let me get that real quick. And that is Philippians 4:13. I could do all things through YAHAWASHI, which strengthening me. You know, we gotta remember that. We gotta keep that in our mind. We gotta meditate in these precepts. You know, because we don't wanna give up. I don't wanna give up. Why would we do that? You know. But sometimes you can feel like, you know, you praying, you fasting, and sometimes you just want the Most High to remove you or remove whatever you're going through from, you know, from out your way, so that you can feel better, so that you can, you know, you could just be at ease. But this walk is not being about at ease. This is not our rest. You know, we have so much further to go, but yet we're so close. So just be patient and be diligent and continue, you know, trusting in the Most High and His plan. You know, sometimes we may go through things that we may, you know, like a healing process, or things like that. Or just sometimes you're just fighting off, you know, spirits of being slothful, or, you know, just many different ways of, you know, going through affliction. And you might feel like, you know, sometimes you're okay, and then sometimes you might feel like, well, I'm not, you know, so okay. And that's absolutely normal of having that, like, up and down. You know, some days it's going to be good, and then other days are going to be a little bit tougher. But we continue to pray to the Most High. We cry out to Him, and we ask for those things that we need. Let me see. I'm gonna read. Psalm chapter 34:17, it says, the righteous cry, and the Lord heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. So the Most High, you know, you cry to the Most High. Lord willing, He will hearken unto you. And Lord willing, He will deliver you out of it. And I just wanted to, one more proof that I was thinking about is as Matthew chapter 7 verse 7. It says, ask and it shall be given you, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. So, you know, the Most High, He knows what we need. And I believe I might have been going into that in my last video. You know, just leaning upon the Most High, and just knowing that, you know, his plan is way better than ours. And, you know, we may be going through certain things and we don't understand why, but it's honestly not for us to understand. It's honestly for us to trust in the Most High and just strive to be more diligent servants and be more humble, because all of these experiences are should be making you more humble. And I got precept real quick. Proverbs chapter 3 and 5, it says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So, you know, you trust in the Most High, and, you know, he'll direct your path. He'll, you know, give you a thought to, you know, even during that comfort, give you a thought to, you know, go talk to one of your sisters, you know, and Lord willing, you know, that sister, she's giving you precepts and comforting words and, you know, just words of counsel that, you know, can help you. And because even me, you know, me going through certain things, I have my sisters that, you know, I go to, and I go to those sisters, you know, that I know I can trust. I go to a sister that I know, you know, is going, she's going to be honest with me. You know, she's going to hold me accountable to the things that I'm telling her, and, you know, how, you know, her giving me that counsel to better myself. She's going to give me precepts that's going to help me, and it's going to be, you know, through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. Because sometimes you could just be dealing with certain stuff where, you know, you feel like you didn't overcame, you know, that, and you're like, okay, well, I'm not dealing with that anymore. And, you know, the Most High will give you a test, you know, he'll test you and just show you, like, these are the ways that you still, you know, need to clean house, or these are the ways that, you know, you haven't gone past this point where you think that you are. And that's a part of your refining process, this affliction. And sometimes you might just lose patience with yourself. But I just want to tell y'all, you know, be patient with yourself. Be patient in the process of this affliction, the healing, you know, overcoming certain spirits, or, you know, just don't beat yourself up. You know, that's not what you want to do. And I'm telling y'all this because sisters had to tell me this, you know. This is not something that I'm just saying just because. It's something that I'm still learning, and I'm still working to get through, being patient with myself, and, you know, forgiving myself, and just knowing that, you know, it's not about how I fall. Well, it is about how I fall because you want to learn from it, but it also matters how you get up and how you recover from that thing. You know, you don't want to just stay low. You don't want to be in a state of isolation and isolating yourself, because, you know, when you by yourself, that's when Satan, he'll try to come in when you're at a low point in your isolation. He'll try to have you in your mind and just having your thoughts go everywhere. And let me see, I think I had a precept for that. You know, you don't want to you don't want to isolate yourself in that manner. Sometimes you may need to isolate yourself, you know, to get yourself together, to study, to focus, you know, that's fine. But when you're in a low space, you don't want to isolate yourself, because Satan, he'll just try to come in and overtake your thoughts and think that you can handle this thing by yourself. But, you know, my sister told me, she was like, because I was like, you know, I don't really want to bother you. I don't even want to bother you with this. And she's like, that's what sisterhood is for. Like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, you know, because, you know, I'm just used to, you know, dealing with things by myself. But now that I have sisters, you know, I have to realize that, you know, my sisters are here to help me out. You know, the Most High didn't put them, you know, in my life for no reason. So you want to sometimes seek counsel from your sisters that's going to help you out, you know, and that's going to, like I said, give you, Lord willing, that righteous counsel that's going to give you precepts, and, you know, that you can meditate in, and let me see. I think I had a precept. Dang. Kind of slipped my mind. Let me see this precept right here. But yeah, you definitely want to have those sisters around you that's going to help you out, that's going to be checking on you and stuff like that. That's definitely going to help you, you know, through some things, and that you could do the same for them, because, you know, sometimes, you know, like I said, we're not the only ones going through things. Sometimes sisters around us, they be going through stuff too. So you got to check on your sisters, y'all. Check on your strong sisters. You know, the sisters that's always, you know, trying to help everybody out and be there for everybody. Y'all check on them as well. Don't, you know, y'all, when we go through these trying times, don't withdraw yourself from your sisters, you know. So I found a precept that I was looking for. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and 9. It says, let me bring this over here. It says, 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. And that's real important, you know, especially when we feeling sad sometimes, especially when we feeling low, you know, going through this affliction. Just knowing that your sisters are going to be there for you, you know, Lord willing, your sisters will be there for you. And then I had Sirach chapter 30 verse 21. It says, give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thy own counsel. And my sisters, you know, they gave me these precepts that definitely, you know, helped me out, and showed me that, you know, the way I was going about things was just wrong, you know. And, you know, sometimes, like I said before, you know, we ask for the Most High, you know, to remove us out of that situation that we may be going through, or to remove this burden off of us. But, you know, I just had to learn that it's not always meant for us to be taken out of that situation. And, you know, today the Most High, he really just showed me that I've been going about things the whole wrong way, like the whole wrong way. And that it's like, listen, I'm putting you through this for a reason. So gird up your loins, gird up the loins of your mind, and deal with it. So, you know, and sometimes that's not, you know, sometimes we need, you know, a little bit more gentle comfort, but that's just the way the Most High was, you know, letting me know that I was dealing with things the wrong way. And that sometimes we just gotta go through this, and knowing that, you know, the Most High, he gonna deal with you in certain type of ways if you, you know, Lord willing, as your parents deal with you, you know, because that's your father. And go to Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. Hebrews 12 and 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, YAHAWAH dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? It says, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. So, you know, we go through these trials and tribulations because the Most High, you know, is dealing with us. And I had, you know, I hope these precepts help. I really hope these precepts help sisters. And not just reading them just to read them, you know, and meditating in them, because this is, you know, my comfort through my affliction. Another way, you know, the word, the Most High, the word, and my sisters, you know, those are my comfort through my times of affliction. And Lord willing, those can be, you know, your comfort in times of affliction as well. Let me see, I had another precept. So I had Psalms 119 and verse 24. It says, thy testimonies also are my delight and my counselors. So, you know, they're going to direct you and, you know, tell you how to deal with things. And for me, I think, you know, that's why I was saying the word is also my comfort. And then I had another precept in Psalms 119. This is verse 50. It says, this is my comfort in my affliction, for thy word hath quickened it me. Y'all know I'll be struggling with these words. Because, you know, the word is comforting, you know, the word. And when we look at these accounts of our foremothers and forefathers and seeing all that they had to go through, and just knowing that what I'm going through is so minuscule, like, it make me feel like, what am I even complaining about? You know, like, y'all, the account of the mother in 2 Maccabees chapter 7, like, what am I complaining about? You know, that it helps me gird the loins of my mind when I read accounts like that, because it's just like, you know, you see, she laughed at the king when, you know, her sons were being tortured. Like, she had faith in the Most High. And I think that's what we really need to focus on when we're going through our affliction, that we may have comfort, is that the Most High, you know, he is our peace. And that is Isaiah chapter 26, 3. This is just stuff I've really been meditating on, because I have other stuff written down, but my mind is just, I guess the spirit is just taking over. This is Isaiah chapter 26:3. It says, "Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Trust in the Lord forever, for in the Lord Yahawah is everlasting strength." So it's just like, you know, we gotta trust in the Lord. And earlier I was talking about kind of, you know, how we just wonder why sometimes that we're going through certain stuff, and it just kind of popped back in my mind. And I had a precept in Sirach. It says, Sirach chapter 3:21, it says, "Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength." It's just like these things are above us, and it's beyond us. In verse 23, it says, "Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are shewed unto thee than men understand." It's just like it's just so much stuff we don't even need to worry about, and we just need to trust in YAHAWASHI, that, you know, he knows what's best for us. And that shall be our comfort, you know, that should ease our mind. I kind of want to go back to Sirach chapter 2, or I don't even know if I ever brought that out, but I'm going to go to Sirach chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that call upon him?" Like, we just need to read these accounts, meditate in them, you know, cry unto the Lord, pray, fast, you know, talk with our sisters that is gonna give us good counsel, and that, you know, can help us and direct us, you know, in a good way, and not allow this to weigh heavy on us. You know, I had one more precept, and I know I'm kind of bringing out a lot of precepts, but you know, this is my comfort during my affliction. So I just wanted to share a couple that, you know, might could help other sisters. You know, Lord willing, this could help y'all. Oh, I remember where it's at. Okay. So this is, let me make sure this is the right one. Sirach chapter 39, verse 16. And then I'm going to read on down. I'm going to read a couple precepts down. It says, all the works of the, Sirach 39 and 16, all the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commandeth shall be accomplished in due season. And none may say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For at time convenient they shall all be sought out. At his commandment the waters stood as an heap, and at the words of his mouth the receptacles of waters. At his commandment is done whatsoever pleaseth him, and none can hinder when he will save. So I just wanted to read that because, you know, like earlier I was saying, sometimes we be like, well, why am I going through this and why am I going through that? And, you know, because that's the will of the Lord. You know, who are we to be questioning the Most High of why we're going through things? All we need to do is trust in him and know that his plan is better than what we could ever think of, you know. And You know, as long as we're striving to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Most High is going to guide us and direct our path, you know, straight. And keep us on that straight and narrow path. But we just got to keep praying, stay more diligent, and continue, you know, in a way that He has shown us where we should go. And my sister, she shared a really good precept with me. That I've been meditating in Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And it says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahawah, to them who are called according to His purpose. So all the things that we're going through, it's working together for our good. We just continue, like I said, and I hope I'm not repeating myself too much, but, you know, these are just the key things that I just feel like really going to help us, you know, keep our minds sound, and continue to strive to endure unto the end. And Lord willing, you know, if you don't already have these precepts, you can just add them into, I call it a precept arsenal. So you can add them to your precept arsenal. And I have 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. It says, beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. It says, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahawah's suffering, that when His glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. So it's just thinking not strange that we're going through different afflictions and different fiery trials and, you know, different things. Just don't think it's strange. This is what we're supposed to be going through. This is proving us. This is refining us. This is making us better. This is proving, you know, proving us. And Lord willing, we endure unto the end. I don't know if I read this already, but I'm going to read it. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 17. It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. So it's just like, what we're going through is nothing. Our forefathers got stoned. The account of what they did to YAHAWASHI is just, I cried when I read that, the first time I read that. But it says for our light affliction, like, it's just light affliction. It's for a moment, you know. And like I said before, be patient. You know, be patient. And just know, just rejoice in these things. Rejoice, because it could be so much worse, you know. But Lord willing, you can find comfort in praying unto the Most High, crying out unto Him, you know, building your trust and your faith in Yahawah, finding comfort in this word, finding precepts. Lord willing, you can find, you can use these precepts that I've given you, and finding comfort in your sisters. Lord willing, this was edifying for sisters, and Lord willing, sisters can, you know, share this with another sister that may need this. In the last precept that I just want to share with sisters, it's one of my favorite precepts. I'm all turning in the wrong direction. One of my favorite precepts. This is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 23. It says, let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. So, like I said, I pray that, you know, this video can help a sister, and Lord willing, you can meditate in these precepts, call your sister, pray to the Most High, and Lord willing, sisters, endure to the end. Shalom.